everyone, my name's Kennedy. I'm a 2024 bride. I got married back in May, and it was a really beautiful day. I'm really happy all the stress is done now. But I wanted to create this channel to, help future brides planning currently, just help them out with the wedding planning process, and hopefully be here to help answer certain questions or just help you remember things maybe you didn't think of, because there was things that popped up when it got closer to the end. I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. So yeah, I'm just here to hopefully help out with the wedding planning process, maybe alleviate some stress if I can, and just keep everyone on track. Before we start, I want to shout out the artist that made this piece for us for our wedding. This is our cousin that made this. I'm gonna put his name here, his Instagram name. It's at born_phenom. So you definitely should check him out. If you want any portraits, he's the one to hit up. But yeah, let's get started with the video. This video is gonna be all about what to do when you first get engaged. So let's get started. So yeah, when you first get engaged, I was definitely a little confused. Like, where do I start? What's the first thing I do? I'm engaged, now what? People are coming to me, oh, when are you getting married? Have you picked a date yet? Blah, 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 all these questions, and it's overwhelming, all the questions that you're gonna get. It really is. People are excited for you. It's an amazing time. It's a time to celebrate, it's a time to enjoy, but it's also a time that a lot of work is gonna have to be put in. And it's not easy. It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into wedding planning that people probably don't think about. But yeah, it's all about how you start. And I will say, when we started, I feel like we did it wrong because, we had our budget, which I would say is the most important thing to get out of the way first, is a general idea of how much you want to spend on this wedding. Granted, that probably will change during the wedding planning process, but at least have an idea of, okay, we can spend this amount of money and not be broke, because this thing is not cheap. They really charge a lot for weddings. It's annoying. So yeah, a budget, and you might go over that, hopefully not too much. But yeah, they do charge a lot in the wedding industry, unfortunately. So yeah, once you have your budget, I would say create a guest list or a rough idea about how many people you want to invite. We made the mistake of having a general idea of a budget, but then kind of going straight into venue searching, because I was really excited for that part. I really wanted to get out there and see, okay, where could we get married? But you're not gonna really find a place if you have no idea the amount of people you needed to hold. So we went to a place that holds 200, places that hold 1,000. Like, it was very varying. We had a lot of different sizes because we hadn't 100% solidified a general idea of how many people we wanted to invite. We had an idea going in, but that number doubled. Yeah, that number doubled, but it's okay. So yeah, once you have that budget, I would say have a general idea of the people you want to invite, the people, your guest list. If you want your parents to also invite people, I know people don't want it to feel like a family reunion, but for us, we wanted our parents to have guests that they wanted to invite. Also, we gave them a certain number that they could invite. We told them not to go over, not to go under. Well, they could go under for sure. They didn't, but we gave them that number, and that was all they got, because but a lot of those people anyway would have been on my guest list or my husband's guest list anyway. We wanted them to feel included, we wanted them to feel honored. Anyway, so once you have your budget, a rough guest list, a rough amount of people that you want to invite, I would say pick a season that you want to get married. You might not be able to solidify an exact date, because that's a little more granular, but I would at least have, I want to get married in spring, I want to get married in fall, that figured out. So when you go to the venues, which would be the next step, you can say, what does your fall look like, availability look like? Because venues get booked quick. But yeah, once you have that general idea of your season, your timeline, then I would say you can hop into the exciting part, which is what was exciting for me. Might not be exciting for you. My husband didn't like it after we went to so many venues, because we didn't have the groundwork, the foundation set up at first. We didn't have our date, we didn't have our guest count, So we had to go to more venues, but I liked it, whatever. And then I also do have videos on my TikTok, which I think is in my bio, my TikTok page. I don't know why I'm pointing some over there. So if you want to check out some venues, you can check out my TikTok, and I can also post those videos here on YouTube later on. But yeah, once you have those three, your budget, your guest count, a rough idea of your guest count, rough idea of your budget, a rough idea of the time that you want to get married, I would say you can start hopping in to venue searching. But yeah, that's the first 3 steps I would say to this long journey of wedding planning. Obviously enjoy your engagement too, you know, for a little bit. It's exciting, but obviously if you want to plan your wedding in 8 months, you just got to hop in, you know. You can't really enjoy it too much, but hopefully you enjoy the wedding planning process. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully in the next video. Thanks. Bye.